Yo, what's good, gang? It's your boy! So last week we prepped up the canvas and made it ready for me to start painting on it. I even brought you guys along on a little side quest. We bought a new paintbrush and we also bought a new external hard drive for my PC. You know, I needed a new place to keep all my files and all my b-roll footage. And then we ended off the video with sketching my solo leveling art piece onto the canvas itself. And today we're adding some colors to the artwork. Let me not hold y'all for too much longer. Let's get it. Okay, gang, so I've had some time to think about the colors for this design, and I basically settled on having blue as the dominant color. Blue colors are mostly also very dominating throughout the whole solo leveling anime. And to be honest, gang, I think blue mixes well with the shadows that are gonna be plentiful in this design as well. So for the sky, we're going with a blue night sky with a full moon looming over the scene to set the tone. Almost the same night sky as Onigashima, I can't even lie. You know, the whole fight between Luffy and Kaido where he awakens Gear 5. Also decided to have the setting being some rocky mountainside. Maybe I was a bit too influenced by Onigashima, I can't even lie. But when I really think about it, that's actually how a typical solo leveling dungeon would be. If it wasn't in a cave, I mean. But I basically want the background to be mainly dominated by blue as well, as I mentioned before. And then the closer we get to the front and Jinwoo, I want the ground to be more its natural color. Try to imagine like the moonlight is like illuminating the whole scene. That's what I'm trying to go for. But finding the right colors for Jinwoo's shadows wasn't actually that bad, honestly. A bit confusing though, since the designs of his shadows in the anime are really different from the designs in the manga. And also I would say their colors are a bit different too. If you've seen solo leveling, you know Jin's shadows have two main colors. Whenever they're summoned in base form, they have the blue flames emerging from them. But whenever he activates his ability called Monarch's Domain, he basically increases their strength by 50%, bro. 50%! And they turn purple as well. But I thought blue flames would be more suiting for the shadows in this case. Also, if I decided to go with the purple, that would also mean I would have to change the design of the shadows, because actually they change a little bit when that ability is activated, at least based on what I can see in the manga. I know some of y'all are probably thinking that doesn't really matter, but for me, small details like that matter. And to be honest, the anime, while still being very colorful, it has more of like a flat color palette and the shadows are more navy-ish, at least compared to the completely black shadows in the manga. But for this painting, I'm going for the anime designs, so the shadows are gonna be more navy. And to be honest, something I've missed like crazy is painting clouds. That gotta be my favorite part when it comes to background work. It's just so therapeutic, I don't know why. Maybe it's because you just have to go with the flow. To be honest, you can't really think too much when you're doing clouds. And I finally decided on the colors for Jinwoo. I decided to go with darker tones, since that also matches his overall color scheme in the manga. And I know I said I'm going for the anime colors, but I assume in season 3 he's gonna start wearing more black. Whenever that releases, if it's ever gonna be released. And also, going completely black would just be too boring, not gonna lie. So for his drip, we're gonna go with a black oversized winter coat with some fur on it, and underneath I'm gonna give him like a black button down shirt, and then I also gave him some gray oversized chinos. This way we can still keep his colors dark but still include some variety. I'm still not completely sure about his footwear. For my other anime designs, I designed sneakers matching the characters themselves. In this case, it's gonna be a bit hard to do, both because of the angle I decided to paint from, but also because actually I don't really know what type of shoe would fit well with this style. It's both a baggy look, but it's also mixed with some classy elements, you could say. For now, I would say I'm in between some all black Dr. Martens or some Nike Dunk Pandas. You know, I just think that would look clean with the black and white. Guess we'll see what I decide to go for in the final artwork. And for Jin's dagger, I wanted to go with the red one from day one. That's definitely my favorite of them all. It just looks sick, bruh. You know, the black and red mixed with a hint of gold as well. Ooh, that shit is cold. Come on now, fam. But yeah, so far so good. I'm not gonna finish the rest of the art piece today. I just wanted to share the progress with y'all, show you guys how far I've come with the design. Also, I'm very sorry I haven't been streaming the process as I said I would. I've just been so busy for real with work and life in general. I'll try my best to stream the process from here on out. If y'all want to see that, please like the video or just let me know in the comments. I do read and respond to all comments, bro, so don't feel shy. And I guess the next time you'll be seeing this painting is when I upload the final video, or maybe if you check into one of my painting live streams, who knows. But either way, man, thank you all so much for watching so far. I know this was a short video. Hey, I gotta make some of those once in a while. But yeah, man, take care out there. It's a crazy world, as I always say. People out here creating solo leveling art pieces and not even live streaming the process. People are crazy. And as always, remember to stay beautiful. Alright, gang. Much love. Peace.